Me and my girlfriend somehow ended up with two systems. One was the heat fusion system, one was the ice lock system. She laughed and picked ice lock, so I was stuck with the other one. Then a week later, global glacier apocalypse. Everyone was trapped inside. Food and staying warm became the two biggest problems. With heat fusion, I melted the ice wall surrounding our building and thawed out all the frozen food. Later, city officials tracked me down and used my abilities to power and heat the whole city. She stayed in the shadows while I became everyone's hero. Then, out of nowhere, after the glacier crisis ended, she used ice lock on me. Now it's my turn to live like that. I got reborn. This time, my girlfriend moved fast and grabbed heat fusion first. I knew right then she'd been reborn too. I smiled. The ice lock system can't thaw food, but nothing in the cold can touch you. I used ice lock to lay low early, and this time around, it was my girlfriend who ended up as the city's test subject. I'm going with heat fusion. Her voice hit my ears, urgent. The second I heard that, I knew. She'd been reborn too, sent back to 1 week before the glacier apocalypse. Heat fusion sounds like some random nonsense. Ice lock is clearly the better pick. You remember that Ice Snow Queen movie that was trending a while back? The good stuff goes to my boyfriend, obviously. I laughed to myself. You want to be everyone's hero that bad? You want all the glory in the apocalypse? Fine, it's all yours. I looked at her smug face and barely held back a smirk. All right then, I'll take the ice lock system. Selection confirmed, cannot be changed. The second she locked in, she grabbed a rock-solid frozen steak from the freezer, thawed it out, and cooked it right on the spot. Ha, this power is finally in my hands. Let's see you all ignore me now. I played dumb and turned away. That was the girl I once gave everything to. Last life, the glacier apocalypse hit without warning. The whole world was caught off guard. Supplies dried up fast, but I still had plenty of instant noodles and drinks stocked at home. I used heat fusion to unfreeze everything, but she went and posted my abilities, thawing food and generating heat, straight into the neighborhood group chat. I'd warned her before, don't get too full of yourself. This was the end of the world, you can't trust people. In the apocalypse, power is everything. We're about to be on top. What are you even scared of? You're a grown man. But she forgot. Above power comes the government and everyone else's interests. Eventually, my abilities reached the higher-ups, and I became a symbol of hope for every single citizen in the city. So she used a marriage proposal as the excuse to pull me aside, away from the military's protection. Then she snapped, hit me with ice lock out of nowhere. I fired back with heat fusion instantly. I'm clearly stronger than you, so why do I have to rank below you? All of this should have been mine. The energy spun out of control. We both got wiped out in the explosion. So after rebirth, she couldn't wait to grab heat fusion. I smiled. In a glacier apocalypse, heat fusion was like gold. Every faction wanted it for themselves. How did she ever think that having power meant zero consequences? She ran out the door all hyped up. The second it shut, I grabbed my phone and started making moves. The place I was living in, I was just renting it. She'd moved in under the excuse of saving money for our wedding, while she looked for work. This time, I was getting out and finding somewhere new. Still a full week before the apocalypse, more than enough time. I pulled up my phone and found a spot, not downtown, but close enough to the city. Locked in the location, then drove out to meet the landlord and realtor. Sir, you sure about this? Just so you know, there's a cemetery right next door. Barely anyone lives here, and once you sign, there are no refunds. The place was huge, 190 square meters, right next to a cemetery, so the rent was dirt cheap. I didn't even blink, wired a full year's rent on the spot. The landlord and realtor were all smiles, handed me the keys right then and there. It's your day off, how come you're home so late? Got home that night and she was already fishing for answers. I took a deep breath and rubbed my head like I was over it. My manager went off again and made me stay for overtime. She had no clue about the apocalypse. She just smiled. That's not a bad thing. Extra experience never hurts. Your manager's looking out for you. I smirked and watched her humming to herself as she headed into the kitchen. Last life, I wasn't just blind. I was completely clueless. That satisfied grin never left her face. I knew exactly what she was waiting for. She wanted the apocalypse to hit, have everyone begging her, do whatever she pleased. I always thought she was chill and low maintenance. Turns out the jealousy and ego were there the whole time. Next morning, I took a month off work, then hit the supermarket at the nearby mall, cleared out every self-heating hot pot, self-heating rice, canned goods, sausages, and water I could find. Grabbed hygiene products, tissues, blankets, and thermal gear too. Then came all the dry goods and produce. I made trip after trip hauling stuff to the new place. Ordered a few tons of self-heating meals online. Threw in a few thousand bags of spicy chips just in case I got bored and snacky. Went to the local seafood market and bought out all the fish and shrimp. Picked up a whole batch of chickens and ducks so I'd always have fresh eggs. Placed orders at a few well-known local restaurants, hundreds of full meals. Then started buying solid fuel blocks, home generators, and water filters online. Mornings were all about ordering and hauling. Nights, I used my ice lock ability to freeze everything perishable. Fresh groceries, restaurant deliveries, all locked in. Food frozen with ice lock doesn't spoil and won't thaw on its own. Last life, she had no idea ice lock could even do that. She just ate everything I thawed for her, lived off what my power provided, and went around bragging about it to everyone. Those days I was getting home past midnight every night. She'd already be asleep, not prepping a single thing. She knew the apocalypse was coming, and felt zero stress about it. She knew her power would carry her straight to the top. She was literally counting down the days, hyped for the apocalypse to kick off so she could start living her best life. One morning I woke up to her standing at my bedside, looking all concerned. I haven't seen you in days. You're working yourself to death. It kills me to see you like this. I nearly gagged, kept it together, then casually dropped. So, when are you actually gonna find a job? You look down on me, don't you? Think I'm worthless because I don't have a job. Whatever. When I'm loaded one day, you'll see exactly what kind of girlfriend you had. I kept my head down, ignored her, and kept placing orders. She realized she'd gone too far and came back sweet. Babe, did you get paid this month? I want a new bag. You know that new one that just dropped.